It is my pleasure to welcome you to the grand launch of our book, Video and Education Pack, which details the history of the Mansfield Pinxton Railway, which is the oldest continuously running commercial railway in all of England. Sadly, due to the COVID situation, we have not been able to join together for a launch. I say sadly because we had planned to have a buffet and entertainment, and besides that, it's always nice to be able to socialise and enjoy one another's company and successes. Speaking to you as the project officer, it has been a delight to work with so many interesting people over the past couple of years and to research the history of this particular railway. As an historian, it has been my first time of researching railway history, and I have come to understand why there are so many railway enthusiasts. It has been a truly fascinating and enjoyable experience. I've been able to work closely with friends that I've known for many years and make new friends. Hundreds of hours of work have been put into this project. Every hour spent has been appreciated and needed. I'm sure that some of the volunteers have long since lost count of how many hours they have spent on this project. The whole project has been spearheaded by a partnership consisting of the Kirkby and District Archaeological Group, the Old Mansfield Society, the Sutton Heritage Society, and the Pinxton and South Normanton Local History Society. They were joined by several railway historians. Between them, they managed to attract a substantial lottery fund grant to celebrate, promote and immortalise this piece of English heritage that so few people actually know about. Over the next few years, we hope that through the work that we have done in this project, the Mansfield and Pinxton Railway will become more well known and take its place in the history books of England, Britain and even the world. I will now hand over to Pam Lewis, who is the chair of the Kirkby and District Archaeological Group and who has been a stalwart volunteer in this project. She, along with her husband Trevor, were generous enough to open up their home for regular meetings over a period of about 3 years, sometimes several meetings in 1 week, always treating us with drinks and cakes. Over to you, Pam.
Hello everyone. Working with this project has certainly made sure that Trevor and I have been kept busy. Although it's been hard work, this project has been essential to preserve a very important piece of history that sits right on our doorsteps here in Ashfield, Mansfield and Pinxton. Our aim was to discover all we could about the story of the line and make that knowledge widely available, not just to railway enthusiasts, by every means we could. Above all, we needed to make sure that the actual 200th anniversary of the Mansfield and Pinxton Railway was properly celebrated in April 2019 and used to attract the attention of the media, who in turn were able to spread the word for us. This was a great success, and we owe a lot of thanks to all those who made the event so special through organising, hosting, entertaining, or simply by just being there to help us celebrate. Over to you, Trevor.
Hello everyone. Quite apart from that day of celebration, we've achieved a remarkably long list of other aims. Please bear with me while I work my way through them. Dennis is going to help out with plenty of relevant pictures. Well, what have we done? We've created a touring exhibition which toured the area for just over a year. We produced memorabilia, including mugs, pens, postcards and flags, and the artwork on the flags was produced by children from the Orchard Primary School in Kirkby and Ashfield. We've engaged with several schools. We've presented several lectures to community groups. We've researched and created a heritage walk close to the original route. And we've written and installed 7 heritage information boards along the route between Pinxton and Mansfield. We've written a 40-page self-guiding walk booklet that highlights 49 heritage sites along the trail. 10,000 copies have been printed and we still have plenty left. We did manage to complete 3 guided walks before COVID prevented us from running any more. We conducted a few oral history interviews. We commissioned 2 scale models of aspects of the railway, depicting Kingsmill Viaduct and also the junction to Bentinck Colliery with the signal box. We worked with Ashfield District Council, who have been running another lottery-funded project which focused on the Kingsmill Reservoir, and we have produced an education pack for primary schools to encourage them to discuss this heritage in their curriculum and use it as a case study for several topics such as history, maths, science and geography. We've been running a Facebook page about the project, and we've created a website that will be around for years to come for anyone to learn about this important piece of English history. In November last year, we ran an archaeological excavation to cut through the original track bed so that we could discover just how those engineers from the early 1800s constructed a groundbreaking and long-lasting railway. We've been blessed with having the services of a small team of very good volunteer filmmakers who have spent endless hours producing a documentary film about the railway, which can be seen on YouTube. We have a few copies of the film on DVD, which we're making available to special interest groups, so please contact us if you would like a copy. That same video team has also produced a video diary of the project, which will also be found on YouTube. Nearly last, and by no means least, we've produced a book that tells the full 200-year story of the Mansfield and Pinxton Railway. We have copies available if you would like to contact us for one. However, that is not quite all. As a last-minute gesture, we were able to publish a booklet of poetry for the Kirkby Living Memory Group that remembers life in the Kirkby Loco Sheds, which closed down 50 years ago. Over to you, Pam.
As you can see, we've been extremely busy, and everyone involved deserves both appreciation and a good rest. Our most important decision was to appoint Dennis Hill as the project officer. Without him, we would not have gained the HLF funding, and it is his local knowledge and remarkable range of skills that have made these achievements possible. As the chair of the Kirkby District Archaeological Group, I would like to express my appreciation to all those who have put many hours of hard work into the project. We have achieved many things to celebrate this wonderful railway, and we should all be very proud of what we have done. It will be remembered and used for decades to come. I would also like to thank the National Lottery Heritage Fund for awarding a grant to us, which enabled all these things to be achieved. Thanks also go to all those who play the National Lottery. Without them, this project would not have been possible. I'll now hand over to Gloria De Prero, former MP for Ashfield and a supporter of the project from the start, to say a few words and launch our final products. Over to you, Gloria.
Thank you, Pam. I'm Gloria De Piero. I used to be the Member of Parliament for Ashfield, and I was able to support this project enthusiastically, and I managed to look in on the archaeological excavations in Portland Park last October. What a remarkable set of achievements had been made by this dedicated group of volunteers. What an amazing piece of heritage we've been able to celebrate sitting on our doorstep. So I'd like to add my thanks and appreciation to all those who have been involved in the project. You have done a wonderful job. You should be so proud of what you have done for our communities. Thanks to what you have done, something that many of us wouldn't have known much about, but now our eyes have been opened. Pam and Trevor has given us a full list of what has been achieved. My task is to officially launch the 3 final achievements. First, this brilliant book, hardbound book entitled The Story of the Mansfield and Pinxton Railway, celebrating 200 years of England's oldest continuously running commercial railway. Tells the full 200-year history. It's a really great book. Secondly, a video that outlines the same story that's available on YouTube under the title Mansfield and Pinxton Railway, The Way to Prosperity. There's also a limited number of DVDs. Thirdly, there's an education pack produced in partnership with Ashfield District Council, designed for use in primary schools. All have been produced to a very high standard, so I take great pleasure in launching these 3 things. They're going to continue to educate us about a remarkable local achievement of which we should be very proud. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.